You. Have you ever felt that your efforts are just too small to matter? That 1 hour of study, one small step, or one little improvement will never change your life. So many people quit their dreams because they think success requires something big, something extraordinary. But the truth is very different. Success isn't created by one giant leap. It's built from hundreds of small efforts, repeated every single day. Today, I want to share a story about a boy who proved that even the smallest actions can transform an entire life. In a small village, surrounded by dusty roads and green fields, lived a boy named Ali. Ali's family was poor. His father was a farmer, and his mother managed their home. Life was simple, but it was also a constant struggle. Sometimes there wasn't enough money for school supplies, and sometimes the electricity would be out for hours at night. But Ali had something powerful inside him, a dream. He wanted to become successful and lift his family out of poverty. But the path to that dream was far from easy. Every morning, Ali woke up before sunrise. While other kids were still sleeping, he was already in the fields helping his father, carrying water and cleaning tools under the rising sun. After finishing his work, he'd quickly wash his face, grab his old school bag, and start walking. His school was 5 kilometers away. 5 long kilometers. Sometimes it was scorching hot, sometimes it poured rain, and sometimes the road was just a muddy mess. But Ali never missed a day. People in the village often laughed at him. "Ali, why are you trying so hard?" They'd say, People like us never become successful." But Ali would just smile and keep walking. Because deep down, he believed something different. He believed that small efforts, repeated every day, could create something extraordinary. School wasn't any easier. Many students had better books, better clothes, and more support. Ali had very little. Struggled with difficult lessons, he failed tests, and sometimes he felt tired, discouraged, and completely hopeless. But instead of quitting, he made a simple decision. He decided that every day he would improve just a little. Just one step. Just one small effort. If he could learn one new concept, that was progress. If he could read one extra page, that was progress. If he could solve one more problem, that was progress. And slowly, those tiny steps started building something powerful. Days turned into months, and months turned into years. While many students wasted their time or gave up, Ali stuck to his routine. Wake up early, help his father, walk to school, study under a small lamp at night. When the electricity went out, he used a small oil lamp. The light was dim, the room was hot, but he kept reading, writing, and learning. People still doubted him. Some relatives even told his father, "Let him work in the fields instead. Why, let him study so much?" But Ali's father believed in his son. He knew education could change their future. One day, Ali heard about a highly competitive government examination. Thousands of students from all over the country would take it, but only a few would succeed. When Ali said he wanted to try, many people laughed again. Students from big cities prepare for years. They scoffed. How can a village boy compete with them? For a moment, Ali felt afraid. But then he remembered. He remembered all the small efforts he had made. All the early mornings, the long walks, the nights studying under that dim lamp. Those efforts had already made him stronger. So, he decided to try. 4 months, he prepared with total dedication. Studied every single day, even when he was exhausted, even when it all seemed impossible. Finally, the day of the exam arrived. Ali walked into the examination hall with confidence. Weeks later, the results were announced. With a pounding heart, Ali scanned the list. And there it was. His name. Ali had passed. He had become a successful government officer. The same people who once laughed at him were now congratulating him. The same village that doubted him was now proud of him. Ollie had proven something incredibly powerful. Success doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from thousands of small ones. Years later, Ollie returned to his old school to give a speech. He looked at the young faces in front of him and said, "Many people believe that success requires something extraordinary. But that's not true. Success is built slowly. It's built through discipline. It's built through small efforts repeated every single day." He continued, "If you study for 1 hour every day, it might not feel important today. If you practice a skill every day, it might not feel powerful today. But one day, all those small efforts will combine to create something incredible." Remember this: mountains aren't created in a single moment. They're formed by thousands of tiny layers over time. In the same way, your success isn't created in one day. It's built by small efforts, repeated again and again. So never, ever underestimate the power of your small steps. Because the smallest effort you make today could become the biggest success of your life tomorrow. Thanks for watching.